Hello and welcome back to the main event. I am Toby King. We are merely days away from Backlash 2023, which is shaping up to be kind of what we usually get at around this time. A B-rated premium live event, or it could just be a okay live event. The card's very basic apart from like maybe one or two matches on here, but it does look quite fun. It looks like it'll just be very chill. And we are here with some predictions for it. It's a very simple process. We'll go through the matches. I'll tell you what I think. You can leave it in the comments if you want what you think. I would be very interested to hear. Now, unfortunately, there will not be a live stream for this show. It's a bit too early in the changeover branding for me to actually go live. So we will be potentially starting this for Double or Nothing later in the month. But with all that, let's get into the show. We're going to start with one of the big matches on the card, one of the highlights, I guess, which is Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline. I think this is a pretty straightforward win for the babyfaces here, but I do see a couple of ways this could go. I see Kevin Owens turning on Riddle because we heard on Monday that he's getting kind of sick of Riddle, and we all know how Kevin Owens acts. He'll probably stun Riddle. It might become RK Bro versus Kevin and Sami for the Raw Tag Team Championships in the long run. I also could see Solo Sikoa attacking the Usos post-match when they inevitably lose, if they do lose, but to be honest, I don't see them winning in any stretch. So in the end, I feel like the babyfaces win, Solo finally turns, and then we can move a program of kind of a Bloodline civil war going into future pay-per-views. Next, we're going to go into one of the women's title matches. We're going to go into Rhea Ripley versus Zelena Vega for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Zelena Vega isn't going to win this one. Let's be honest. Rhea has just won the title and has been very dominant, apart from obviously when they've given Zelena like a good few showings. I mean, you've got to do that to build it up. You couldn't have her lose everything and then go and like win the title. That'd be crazy. Obviously, the draft can come into play here because obviously Rhea got drafted to Raw and Bianca's on SmackDown. So, you know, Zelena could go and win and bring the title back over, but it's not going to happen. They've built up Rhea and Bianca, and it's probably going to be a merger of the titles just because, I mean, we're all getting kind of sick of this title swapping situation whenever a draft comes along. So let's be real, Rhea Ripley is going to win this match because it's Mami, and I love Mami. Next, let's talk about a match that has had no build bar one promo maybe? Seth Rollins versus Omos. What is going on with this match? It got announced on a SmackDown with no reasoning, and then we had one promo where Seth Rollins built this match up so much. I mean, credit to the guy. And then we had nothing this past Monday. I mean, SmackDown's to come. I mean, they could do a little thing there, but with Omos also being drafted as a free agent, I feel like they're starting to lose focus on him. So it's kind of just a match to give Seth something to do on the card, because obviously we've got the World Heavyweight Championship coming along, and Seth is easily going to be one of the main talking points of this tournament. He's probably going to win the thing as well. I see it either being Shinsuke, Finn, or Seth. And let's be honest, if anybody deserves it, it is Seth Rollins. So I think this match at Backlash, it's a simple win for Seth. He'll obviously make Omos look slightly good and then come back for the big win with something crazy like a huge stomp. Maybe off a turnbuckle. That would be awesome. Now let's talk about the US title, which is being defended in a triple threat match when Austin Theory puts his title on the line against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is the one person who is not winning this match. Why, you may ask? Because he was drafted to Raw. The US title was drafted to SmackDown, so Austin Theory's there, and also Bobby Lashley. So I think we've got to look at these two mainly. And I don't think Bobby Lashley's going to take the title. I think he's in a position on SmackDown now where he could easily be competing against Roman soon. I don't think it's a big storyline, but I think it's a storyline that would work. Austin Theory hasn't really had much of anything though since he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. All his promos seem to be is just, I'm looking at a script. I'm looking at a script. Oh, I beat John Cena. I'm looking at a script. I beat John Cena. And it's kind of boring, but having the US title on him could give him some more good matches over on SmackDown and maybe show him off a bit more. There's plenty of new people there that he could easily work with. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Austin Theory here. Like, I could see Lashley, like I say, but I think Theory's got to keep the title. Next, we have the final women's match at the time of recording. It is for the Raw Women's Championship, which puts Bianca Belair against Io Sky. This is going to be a banger, hopefully. Bianca's great. Io Sky's still underrated on the main roster. She has got so much talent. I do, however, feel like Bianca Belair is going to win this one. If Damage Control had stayed on Raw, I would be voting for Io Sky right now. I think it would be a brilliant addition to the whole Damage Control splitting up storyline, because Bayley could get a little bit pissed off. And they kind of ruined it by drafting them all together to SmackDown. It makes no real sense, especially when there's blatantly going to be a title switch coming or the merger. And they really won't want Io Sky to be given a title to then just trade it off for another title. I mean, it's kind of annoying we get these title switches anyway, because Bianca Belair's brilliant over a year-long run of the Raw Women's Championship kind of goes down the toilet once they swap championships. So that makes me think they maybe won't even do this. But we'll have to see. But definitely my pick here is Bianca Belair. Now we have the first and only gimmick fight of the night, which pits Damian Priest against Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's winning this one, isn't he? He's at home. He's from Puerto Rico. He was originally a host of this show, which was the big selling point. But now he's in a match, which is even better. I did think we were going to get Bad Bunny and Rhea against Dom and Damian, but, you know, Rey Mysterio's part of the LWO and they don't really like them winning much, do they? And I don't think they'd want Bad Bunny to lose. So Bad Bunny's going to beat Priest. I think they're going to put on a blinder because both of them worked really well together in the tag match at WrestleMania against Miz and Morrison. With the rumour that this could be the main event though, this match seriously could have some mad shenanigans, especially being a street fight, it's no DQ. There could be a massive gang warfare here and I am all for it. But one of the biggest stars on the planet, one of the biggest musicians on the planet, he is definitely winning this match and Priest is going to make him look really good. And finally, we go on to the match that in theory should be the main event. It's only the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes against Brock Lesnar. This one I've debated on for so long. I've debated on it massively through the video whether I'm going to change my pick. This story is just John Cena's from 2012 when he lost to The Rock at Mania and then had to face Brock at Extreme Rules. But this time they need to do it better. The problem with Extreme Rules is that John Cena beat Brock Lesnar in Brock's comeback match, which is ridiculous. So I think Brock is going to win here, mainly because at the end of this month, we have Saudi Arabia, and they love Brock Lesnar being on the card. I think he's going to be running it back with Cody. And this is where Cody will get the big win. I mean, Cody Rhodes could totally win at Backlash and then we can move on to the next thing and go ha 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 ha. But apparently he's not interested in being in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. So what is he going to do while all this goes on when it's the main event picture? He's going to continue with Brock Lesnar. So I'm going to go with Brock. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. I think Cody's going to be looking like a star, as usual, I guess. But yeah, I'm sticking with Brock Lobster right here. And that'll do it for my predictions. What do you think is going to happen on the show? Please leave it down in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you think. Is there any crazy storyline spots that you think might happen here? Let me know. And also remember to like and subscribe. We do news here. We do random talking videos. I know that I can't sell very well, but I'm not a salesman. But thank you very much for coming and watching. And I hope you all have a good Backlash on Saturday. And I've been Toby King, and I'll see you in the main event.